Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by today. It's always my pleasure to welcome you to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. And I might add, where your fondest dreams do come true. Yes. Do you remember those fondest dreams? I do. You had them as a child when you wished for every day to be your birthday and that everyone could get along without fighting. Yeah. I have a very vivid memory. I think I was about 4 years old on East 21st Street in Brooklyn, New York, and I was sitting on the curb across from my house with my best friend, Bruce. He had curly black hair, and we were considering the world situation, and it was not good. No, it was World War II, and we solved it. We just decided that no matter what comes in the mail, nobody would leave their house, and they'd say, "I'm not going. I'm staying home with my family." So that was our solution. Everything should be so simple. And perhaps it is. Yeah. Yeah. And now I don't know where Bruce is, but it's several decades later. And here I am wishing everyone peace through harmony. Yeah. So just before, whenever something very magical happens, I'm compelled to share it with my best friend, Simeon. And that's in the form of an entry into my journal, which is right here. And this is what I wrote this morning. And for this, I think I'm going to put on my glasses. So, Sunday, March 23rd, 2025. Wow. At 8:19 a.m. Dearest Simeon, we just waved goodbye to our guests who arrived just 2 days ago on Friday. Adrian, Kathleen, Vidi, and Mickey. David, Vidi's son, arrived later on Friday bearing two huge pizza boxes, which we devoured as we sat around the table, set in the living room, surrounded by beautiful bouquets our guests had brought with them. It was lovely and it was beautiful. Let's see. And all of a sudden, the ink got pale. Yeah. So, and the weekend progressed from there, and it became, in my heart, a perfect example of humanity as harmony, or harmony as humanity. It was amazing. So, now, each one in their own right is accomplished, talented, and gifted in ways brought out as never before, where everyone recognized each other and the bridge with the other got stronger and stronger. And the words I can't make out, I'm making up. Yes. Mickey was our birthday girl and the reason for the trip. And Adrian and Kathleen, a married couple very much in love. And of course, Vidi, who we adore, happens to be David's mother. Right. And of course, the birthday was the cause for the visit. And their celebration and magic around the celebration was truly memorable. I won't forget. Vidi and I just got closer. And more than just because we're both octogenarians and share a whole lot of history, but we really and truly love each other. And I felt, as I said before, this was humanity displaying its harmony in the deepest way. And I felt the key was acknowledgement of each other around that table, where the preparation for the elegant dinner was seamless and showed its harmony. And David and his mother, Vidi, shared magic times together. And then Tim arrived bearing necessary supplies and beautiful daffodils not yet open, and most essential, birthday candles, of which I had none. The elevated platform upon which we gathered was further lifted with a rebroadcast of Roberts from 2023, and Adrian followed that with his own broadcast. Mere words are not adequate enough to tell about his broadcast. Please find it on YouTube and give yourself a treat. I had a response that I still can't get over. He revealed my life to me as never before. We think, oh, shoot. Oh, well. Okay. Interesting. My heart is yelling. My eyesight is dimming. And just take it from me. It was a pure delight and treasure with these wonderful people. Our table stretches to forever, and there's room for all of you all the time. Okay. Yes, our table stretches forever, and there is always room for you at the table. And when you're sitting there, you'll feel the magic. You'll feel the love. And of course, sitting at the head is Robert. And his words are captured by each of us and tucked away as so precious. And this time he said, do not allow AI to dictate your life. Wow. Even those quote unquote helpful hints when you're writing a short email should be abandoned. I know I've always been annoyed. Don't tell me what to say to my best friend. And now Robert says, don't allow that to enter your life, because your life is precious. And I'm forwarding that on to you. And I wrote all of that to Simeon. And Simeon said, dearest Barbara, thank you. You just said it all. We honor and adore you. Love, Simeon. So that was our weekend. And I'm sitting in the place where we dined, we celebrated, we exchanged gifts, we sang happy birthday. I got to bake my angel food cake and led a chorus. And then when all the gifts had been given, and there were many beautiful gifts selected and exchanged, I gave to Mickey what I had to offer. And I just said, Mickey, at the end of dinner, go over to the basket with all my pastels and take your favorite one. And then I got to thinking, we have so many gifts that we can be sharing with each other that have nothing to do with dollar signs, cost, availability, anything. We share a smile. We share an acknowledgement. We share a happiness at seeing each other. And what I'm about to say is we share our creativity. And our creativity is who we are. Your experiences may be shared, but how you experience and how you digest what happens is your own mark, your own hallmark. So Robert and I are still feeling the happiness and the joy. And I mean it. Go find Adrian's broadcast from yesterday. That would be March 22nd. It was amazing. And you know what the amazing part of it was? I didn't hear one word. And I thought, he's speaking very softly. I can barely hear him. And yet he changed my life. So not everything is as it appears physically. We were in different dimensions of connection, of love, remembrance, knowingness. It was fabulous. Now I found some wonderful things I'd love to share with you. And I love being with you. Have you noticed? Okay. I found this written by Robert and so appropriate. We are entering a field right now where the framework of the world around us is subject to collapse on a regular basis. Events will overpower the manufactured realities and are out of nowhere. Our settled lives will fall apart to reveal a reality that we have never considered. The more this happens, the more real our lives become, and our acceptance of such a phenomenon allows a transition from dark to light without knowing where it is coming from. Fixed ideas will be withdrawn from your basic nature, and random flexibility will bring a calmness that increases your capability and simplifies your interface with the world and everything around it. As hardship changes to mask, you will see that it is self-imposed in many ways, even though it is caused by something outside your immediate control. There is always another way to accommodate everything. And if you look for the reality that is masked by your own standard of reality, hardship will simply disappear and be replaced by joy. You are being conditioned slowly to enter a new environment where reaction does not come against anyone, where evasion is not necessary and harassment does not exist. Wow, the forces of the universe have been acknowledged, and the correct interface will soon be in place to direct people without the need for thought and consideration. Where there is no danger, many of the attributes of human nature are superfluous. As the conditioning continues, you will feel more comfortable in every moment, and the control systems in your body will seek that comfort as the guiding force to the deployment and nourishment of your being. The next stage is simple, and this is the key that can guide you all the way without any effort at all. Your awareness of simplicity will reveal the formerly impossible as a real option in this next stage of life. See the simplicity in everything, and you will be led to the very thing that needs no consideration and no effort to produce perfection for you, and as a result, perfection for everyone. Oh my goodness. That just leaves me with a smile that I hope you're feeling. Thank you, Robert. It's perfect. And when we were exchanging gifts and giving Mickey all kinds of wonderful things, the only thing I had to offer is, after dinner, Mickey, go over to the basket and choose your favorite pastel with all my love. And sure enough, after dinner, and all the dishes were washed by Adrian and Tim and David. Oh my goodness. I've never seen such teamwork and harmony. This was perfection. And Mickey went over to the basket and she poured over things and she pulled out a few and pulled out a few. There was only one. I said, leave the one of Florence there. But she looked and looked and looked and looked, and she said, here it is. And she held it up. And it was one that I love. And I love the idea that it's going to be hanging on her wall. And it's of the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. So happy birthday, Mickey. May you enjoy a perfect, wonderful year. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to share my latest. This was a departure. I've never done this before. There it is. I hope you like it. And now, as always, I wish you a perfect life with perfect health and a future that is filled with love, friendship, sharing, harmony, and I could go on forever. Thank you for joining me. I am Barbara.